friends, let's jump right into the crazy driving. So you look at that vehicle on the right. What's going wrong here? He's trying to get into my lane, crossing a wide solid border. You're not supposed to cross there, but even so, is there an indicator? No indicator. So that can easily cause an accident. Just do not do that, please. We're here in Central, and you saw that truck come out, but then there's a car. And what is that car doing wrong? I mean, he's in the wrong lane. How is it possible that you can't think that I can get there if you are in my lane? Get your lanes right, people. Again, no indicator, but even worse, he goes in and then back out, and he's taking his sweet time, eh? No indicator at any time. People just don't check their rearview mirrors. They don't care about anybody else. Another example of not caring. Look at this vehicle. You're not supposed to be in that yellow crisscross box, but this vehicle takes it a step further. He makes a slant and pushes his car even though he cannot go nowhere. Stay in your lane. Again, you see a vehicle coming, that wide border on the left, you're supposed to stop behind it and wait for oncoming traffic. You do not have the right of way, so you cannot leave. You see how fast I come upon him? It's because I have to slow down. And let's follow him, because once you drive bad once, you drive bad all the time. Look at how he's moving on the roadway. Yeah, he might be trying to avoid some potholes, but at the risk of accidents. You find your car can handle potholes, get a different car. Look at how he almost goes into that vehicle. That is crazy driving, and I mean, there's nothing so bad that he needs to avoid to do that. Stay in the lane, drive slower. If you see a pothole, a indentation in the road or whatever, what you do is you go slower to go over it, not go in the other person's lane. Again, same thing here, cars jutting out. Look at that vehicle ahead. The vehicle cannot go nowhere. I'm talking about the one in front of this PDD 3828. The one in front of that cannot go nowhere, but is fine with just standing in the middle of the road, blocking traffic until the lane is free. Do not do that. That is one of the most common things I see here when there's traffic. Now, again, staying, and this is to show you all crazy driving in Trinidad is all the time. You see the police up ahead? They're standing in the street. What they're doing is looking for vehicles coming from the road ahead on the left. You're not supposed to turn right there, but vehicles turn right there all the time. And sometimes I try to flag them or stop them, but they look at me like if I am the one crazy, and they are going through a no entry. Watch on the left there. See the left, that road? You're not supposed to turn there between certain hours. Most hours in the day, I think it's 6 to 6. And cars do it all the time. That car ahead where the police officer is talking to the person, they tried to turn right, but then when they saw the police, they made like if they were trying to go left. But the police are a lot smarter than that and picked up on it. So she's telling them, give me your papers, whatever, and pull over there because I'm going to talk to you. Maybe it might be a ticket. But basically, you need to pay attention to the road signs, the road markings on the road. True that sometimes the road markings aren't all that clear, but usually there's a sign around. Here we are in flooding in Port of Spain. Lots of water, but what do you see? This vehicle, the indicator is to turn right, but which direction do you see the vehicle going? That's craziness. They don't know the difference between right and left, and if you've seen my other videos, this is a common thing. People put their indicator to go one way and turn the next way. In St. James now, the police decided to pull over this maxi, and I'm not too sure why. It was full of school children, secondary school children, it looks like. I don't know if it was overcrowded, they were playing the music loud or what, but maxis is a big problem sometimes with traffic problems, just stopping anywhere, doing the wrong thing and whatnot. But what I thought was odd is instead of waiting for the police to also move the vehicle, those cars ahead decided they would cross the double lane, go into the other people's lane to get around. Now this is an interesting situation here, and it's something I see a lot, and I was glad to catch it on camera. Look at the vehicle ahead of me, and notice the license plate is blurred, and that's because that's the vehicle in question. Now you'll notice there's a police officer on a motorbike there, and he's telling the guy go ahead, but he's telling him to go ahead based on what? He thinks he's going straight because the vehicle has no indicator. So when the police officer sees that he's turning right and he has no indicator, he starts to speak to him. You see that? He's pissed off. Tells him go right back to where you were, because you're not supposed to be there. I told you to go ahead because you had no indicator, so that means you're going straight. If you was turning, you're supposed to have your indicator on. But you think the policeman was done there? No. He circles back and he continues to give this guy a real bad tongue lashing. Now you can't see him on camera, but you see his bike there? He's speaking to the guy again, telling him you still don't have your indicator on, turn on your indicator. You see, people here just do not use the indicators, like they don't know what it is, or they just don't care. Everybody must mind read and assume where you're going. And even to show you, you seeing a police officer, you think you'd be extra vigilant about your regulations, following your regulations, or driving properly. No, these fellas, they just drive anyhow. They don't care about nothing. Now in this instance, sometimes you get some real crazy people on the road. And when I say crazy, I'm not just talking about it like an adverb or adjective. I'm talking about crazy as in they really mentally something wrong with them. This vehicle stops. P drivers of course, just letting on people, and he stops and then puts on indicator, or puts an indicator and then stops 1 second after. So I'm driving behind him. He's driving slow, like he doesn't know where he's going, constantly have the indicator on, and he finds like I should just go ahead, but I cannot go ahead if cars are oncoming. But that's the kind of crazy people we have here. They feel that they must do whatever they want and you must just go around them or avoid them. But it doesn't work like that. We all share the road, so we all have to be compliant with the regulations and the rules that govern the roads. Look at what you will see here just now. He's going to stop again and starts flinging out his hand like, you know, why am I stopping behind him? But what do you see? There are cars on the right. I can't just pull over. Look at how he's getting on, like a crazy person. There are a lot of those crazies out there, and sometimes you have to watch it because you might think you're going to tell the person something to help them learn something, but they don't learn nothing. Look at this guy. He doesn't even know the difference between red and green light. The light is clearly green. He's supposed to stop behind there, but what is happening? He's going ahead anyway, right? Look at this situation. Feel free to tell me in the comments of my YouTube channel about it. Notice the two cars stopped there? They can't fit. Now one is coming on the left. He really has the right of way because there's no cars on the side. This is a problem I know most drivers have. If cars are on your side and your lane, you don't have the right of way. It's the car that has a free lane has the right of way. What are your thoughts about it?